Start. We are so used to the idea of capitalism that it is very easy for us to overlook the fact that it is of fairly recent growth stock. For a great many years of the business of this country was carried on by a system of barter stock. The system still exists in some parts of the world even today. Stock. The system of barter is the actual exchange of goods without the use of money. Stock. This system is still being used in several parts of India, especially villages. Stop. A man who is successful in growing a very good crop of wheat might, for instance, have an excess over and above his family requirements. Stop. The claims of himself and his family would come first, of course, but if there was a surplus, he would try to dispose it of in return for something else that he wanted. Stock. There might perhaps be in his village another man who had been very successful with his cow in the same period. Stop. He too might have a surplus after the requirements of himself and his family had been fully met. Stop. The two men would therefore be in a position to bargain. Stop. One could be able to offer grain and the other would be able to offer milk or butter. Stop. How much of the grain would finally be exchanged for how much of the milk or butter would depend upon two various factors. Stop. The first is the size of the surplus in each case. Stop. The larger the surplus, the less value it is likely to have. Stop. The second is the strength of the desire of the two men to have the surplus of the other. Stop. An exchange of grain for milk would eventually take place by means of bargaining. Stop. Paragraph. The use of money is, of course, very much simple, and once money was accepted as the medium for buying and selling, the volume of business quickly grows. Stop. For a long time, the emphasis continued to be on agricultural production because the first requirement of people is that they shall eat. Stop. After a time, commerce became important, and for many years, most of the capital of the country was in the hands of people interested in commerce. Stop. In the 19th century, however, heavy industry became important and huge sums of money were in the hands of the industrialist. Stop. Another change took place about the middle of the country. Stop. Paragraph. Financial interest grew in importance and banks began to play an outstanding role in the economy of the country. Stop and over. ये 400 वर्ड्स हैं और 100 वर्ड पर मिनट की ये स्पीड है, तो आप इसको ज़रूर लिखें और टाइप करें।